Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Yahweh Kakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone, many blessings and salutations until the hopeful elect, house of David, the Bayaf, our die, for whom these epistles are written for in these last days. Shalom to the elect. This is going to be geared towards the situation that's going on over in Iran, in the Middle East. The American government is sending troops over. Now, listen, I don't know the amount yet, because that's definitely going to determine. But this is definitely a game changer dealing with Iran and Israel. This is going into Jeremiah 49 as has been prophesied. This is not a drill. Now, we don't know how far this is going to go. We know the chip is still out there. It needs to be pushed a lot harder than where we are right now. But this is still a changer in the game, and we need to acknowledge it. So that's what I'm here for. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, I pray that this lesson is edifying for those of you that can receive and endorse it, right? So let's get into it. We're going to play this video. This is from Breaking Points, Fair Use, YouTube, Fair Use. We're going to use fair use. We're just going to be talking about the Bible and today's political climate, okay, geopolitical climate, right? And this affects everybody in the United States and across the world. And so through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, we're going to demonstrate to you that they don't have a clue, but we do, right? And that's going into 1 Thessalonians 5. So let's get into it. Fair use, YouTube, fair use.
Where we could be headed. Great to see you again, Doctor.
Good to see you, sir. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Let's go ahead and put this first element up on the screen that just sort of summarizes everything. This is from journalist Joyce Karam. She says, update, Iran attack scene as early as Monday. U.S. forces arriving in the region, CENTCOM chief. Israel tomorrow, per Barak Ravid. Israel says plans in place for nationals leaving Lebanon. Hezbollah and allies coordinate response. Strikes in Gaza. Houthis target ships. That's sort of the top line of where we're at. Just give us a sense of how we got here and what you expect.
Well, that's where we come in at, right? Because how we got here is the Heavenly Father wants this. This is Joel 3:9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, and wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. This is the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai that's being christened on all of the major leaders around the world. You know, a lot of the leaders, they're being pulled in a direction towards coming to war, all right, coming to blows, okay, on a global scale. And this time, this war is not going to be as the wars of past times. This is going to end with intercontinental ballistic missiles raining down from every country that has them, mainly here, concentrated here to Babylon, U.S., what you would know as today America, okay? Joel 3:9, it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let's look at the word prepare, okay? Kadash.
Strong's H6942. Kadash.
It says,
second entry. Kadesh.
Dash, prepare, okay? It says to consecrate, all right? It says to sanctify, prepare, dictate, be hallowed, be holy, be sanctified, be separate. So right now there's war being prepared, okay, over in the Middle East for this exact situation, okay? So that the war can escalate to a point where nuclear fire will reign. This is Joel 3:10. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. That is what they're saying, China and Russia, okay? Not necessarily they are traditional weaker powers, so-called. So listen, this thing is getting ready to escalate and it's going to go down, but we understand the prophecy needs to be escalated all around. There needs to be uproars of the people. We're seeing that. We need to see the inflation happening. We're seeing that. We need to see the devastation of the economies around the globe. We're seeing that. We need to see famines blowing and going outraged. We're seeing that. We're seeing tempests, all right? You got a hurricane that just touched down in Florida, ripping shit apart, excuse my language. We're seeing that. This is all a part of the prophecies, okay? Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Right? We're seeing all these things and we're reporting it just as the Lord said we would do or should do. Okay, this is 2 Esdras 9:1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, it says, which I told thee before, then shalt thou understand that the highest, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest, the Most High, will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, which you're seeing, and this video is outlining, okay, in a lot of cases. It's like you. It's like, yeah, I had to attend to the work real quick. So let's get back to it. 2 Esdras 9:2, it says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, and is manifesting right now. As you can see, right now we have a major escalation in the Middle East right now concerning the Iranians and the Israelis. Okay, Joel 3:10, it says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, and let the weak say, I am strong. And that's what we're headed to right now. We're headed towards Armageddon. Okay. All right, the valley of Yahweh Shabbat, but the valley of Yahweh's decision or judgment, Salakia, right? So that's what's happening. And guess what? There's the main characters that are being pushed into this, okay? This is Jeremiah 49:15, and it's going into the prophecy as we're seeing right now. As they're trying to explain it away in a political sense, we're explaining it away in a biblical and a political sense. This is Jeremiah 49:15. It says, for lo, I will make thee small among the heathen, talking to the Israelis. It says, and despised among men. That's right. And what is the political situation going around the earth right now? Huh? What's going on? Everybody despises them low noses. You know what I'm saying? Them 48ers. Okay. Everybody is looking at them with a very disgraced look, right? Because they're trying to play into the program of you guys' history is so Well, why would you want to do the same thing as your history propagated? See, because never mind. We ain't gonna get into that. We want to kind of keep this video going. This is Jeremiah 49:16. It says, thy terribleness have deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill, right? You're in the top, right? You're in the top. You're in the top seat right now, and you creating all this hate and this mayhem in the earth. It says, the height of the hill, it says, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord Yahweh. That's what's occurring. That's occurring right now. You want to see panic? These people are having to choose between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. That's panic. Okay? Two demons in a world full of demons, right? This is Jeremiah 49:17. It says, also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, right? They're going to be like, what the hell? This is big bag America? It says, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. That's right. So they're going to be like, man, what the hell? When the hell did Babylon become this pile of dirt? Well, the Lord said that he would bring him out of power. He's doing it? Isn't he not doing it? Right? Verse 18, it says, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, and the Lord, okay, and the Lord, Yahweh, no man shall abide there, saith the Lord Yahweh. It says, no man shall abide there, neither shall the Son of Man dwell in it. It says, behold, he shall come up like a lion, we're going to skip to 20. Verse 20, it's just not 20. All right, that's 19 talking about Yahweh. It says, therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, that he have taken against Edom, and his purposes, that he have proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. It says, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. That's right. It says, the earth is moved at the noise of their fall. Woo! The earth will be moved at the noise of their fall. It says, and at the cry of the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. Woo! Hey, listen. Over in the Middle East, things are getting cracking, and right now we got battleships forming over there, and there's being sides that are drawn. Sides are being drawn. Okay. And the world community, all right, is forced to make decisions during the so-called Olympics, which that's a distraction, by the way. All this political shit that y'all seeing with Trump and all this other shit, all distractions. Obviously, they have something going on in the background, from the forum boys, you know what I'm talking about? From the world forum boys, right? And all this is going on, and as this is being seen, the prophets of Yahweh Shema Shai is pointing it out to you so you can see it. So you can see through the games, right? Isaiah 47, Odie but goodie. This is Isaiah 47:1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. We're in that process right now. You're being stripped of all those lofty titles you gave yourself, such as white, Caucasian, which, whatever. But you're stripped of all these titles, and you're being placed the title that you were rightfully earned from your forefather Esau, Edom himself. Okay? You cannot run away from your past, Esau. It's all over. It's all over, dog. You can play these little games, but what the fuck you doing, man? Come on with the chip. You're playing around. Prophecy is going, and you're getting ready to be nuked. You need to go ahead and get this chip moving. Pronto, okay? Because this thing need to go down. This world, as we see it, we saw the shit over there in the Olympics with that bullshit. Excuse my language, right? This world must be taken out, man. There's no hope for this world. And there ain't enough caping, okay, to save this world from what's about to come. All right? Isaiah 47:2, it says, take the millstones and grind the mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, I will not meet thee as a man. Boom. Lord told you what it was. He's sending his son back to come wreck shop, to clean this fucking mess up that Esau has made globally. Okay? Now let's go back to the video, because I wanted to play some of that video.
We've spoken about this numerous times, that the Israelis, particularly the Prime Minister Netanyahu, who has for years tried to push the United States to go to war with Iran, and choosing to assassinate Haniya during the inauguration of Pezeshkian, the new Iranian president, in Tehran, whereas the Israelis clearly had the ability to do so while he was in Doha, since he lives there, is a clear indication that they...
Fair use, by the way. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use. This is Breaking Point segment talking about the escalation of tension in the Middle East, and that's all I'm talking about. I'm touching on the fact that Iran and the Israelis, the 1948 kind, are going to head up with each other, and those are two proxies for the two big boys known as Russia and America.
We're trying to do something that would be as escalatory as possible. The question is, will the Iranians now walk into that trap? And the signal that they're sending is that they will retaliate, and that if the Israelis respond, then they will continue it. And they've essentially told foreign diplomats that they have a right to retaliate if it leads to war. Essentially, it's on Israel, not on Iran. In some ways, the Iranians have trapped themselves in an escalatory cycle. They took a lot absorbed a lot of hits from Israel over the years. Numerous scientists that were assassinated. The head of the Iranian nuclear program was assassinated. The Iranians did not retaliate openly. After the attack against the Iranian embassy in Syria, decided to do so. And as a result, now, after this assassination, that is not necessarily worse, much worse than previous assassinations, they're in a corner in which they have to, in their view, retaliate. Otherwise, their efforts to restore the deterrence has completely collapsed and failed, which is, again, part of the risk of retaliating in the first place. You put yourself in a position in which you constantly have to respond if the Israelis are not deterred, which in this case, clearly, they've chosen that they're not.
Right. So, Dr. Parsi, what we've learned is that there was a meeting in which apparently the Iranians told the Gulf Arab states, they said, we don't care, if this does lead to war. Now, how much of this is bravado? How much of it is reality? And what are the political constraints within the regime itself that might drive their decision makings in the next 24 hours?
I think much of that is bravado. I think the Iranians are going to respond in such a way that it minimizes the likelihood that it will lead to a significant escalation and a war, but still it will be more than what we saw in April.
All right, y'all, welcome to the show. I am jam-packed today, so there's...
Fair use. This is also a segment from Secular Talk talking about the same subject. This is breaking kind of news in a way, but at the same time, we're staying prophetic with it, okay? This is Fair Use, YouTube, Fair Use. We're just talking about the Bible and geopolitics.
Couple things that are happening that are big news that we're not going to get to today. We'll probably get to them a little bit later on in the week, namely because these are huge events and it requires a shitload of reading and researching in order to give an informed opinion on it. But we have the Bangladeshi government has just been overthrown. We have the stock market is plunging pretty fast. I believe it started in Japan and South Korea, and now the U.S. is tumbling as well. Again, it requires a hell of a lot more research and reading to give firm, solid opinions on this. But of course, the speculation at this point is this has to do something with crypto. Potentially interest rates are involved, or where interest rates will go are involved. Of course, the potential for war in the Middle East could also be...
That what he's basically describing is the fact that they're downturning the economy slowly but not steadily now, and now they're getting ready to prepare for a major crash at some point. So listen, this thing is about to get ready to get real interesting, okay? Real interesting, real quick. So hey, how about Shemal Shah be with you if you're of the elect?
Spooking the markets. So again, there's a lot going on today, but we have Iran is threatening war. This is the most serious it's looked in a very long time. It's probably going to be a bigger response than the previous one, so we'll talk about that. Israel, in the midst of sparking this wider regional war, also decided to bomb 2 schools with more than 30 children in it. And Bibi's cabinet, according to some reports, is actually revolting. Even those right-wing freaks are going, you know what? I think you're a little bit too far right and a little too extreme. Then we'll get to Trump is now repeatedly losing it because of the polls coming out with Kamala Harris ahead.
Yeah, whatever, man. So listen, the point that we're making here is that the Heavenly Father is preparing a mighty overtaking of this kingdom, okay? And they know it. They know it. They know it's coming, man, and they're trying to stop it, but there's no way to stop this, okay? There's no way to stop this. You're going to have to fight this out, and in the midst of this, Yahweh Shah is going to come, and he's going to let everybody know he's the big dog, okay? This is Daniel 2:44. It says, in the days of these kings shall... Let's start at... No, 44 is good. This is Daniel 2:44. It says, and in the days of these kings, talking about the 4th kingdom, which we're in currently, it says, shall the Most High of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people. Meaning this kingdom right here, this is to other people. This ain't our kingdom. It says, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. Okay? This is in the Bible, y'all. And this is talking about the times that we're living in right now. This thing is about to get ready to escalate very quickly. Okay, for as much as thou sawest the stone which was cut out of the mountain without hands, talking about that gigantic chariot, the fathership Yahushua is going to return on. It says, and that it break in pieces the iron, the brass and clay, the silver and the gold, and the great Most High have made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter, and the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof sure. We're very sure. We're sure that Babylon is going to be laid flat, and it's going to be laid flat via intercontinental ballistic missiles. This is Isaiah 9:5. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. And that's how we're going to conclude this message, this lesson. And I pray that this lesson was comforting. I want to give all praises going unto Yahweh B'Shem Shai B'Shem Harakakadash Shalom to the hopeful elect out there. We almost out of here, brothers. Keep fighting. Shalom.